Hey everybody. Glad to be back today. It's Monday, fun day. And in today's news, we have a successful judge and a successful chief deputy police officer in a bit of hot waters as they were in the judge's chamber, a married woman having an intimate, very loud, intense moment, which caused her to call upon the name of the Most High. And I have a video, and I will be indeed playing that for you to hear. And it says Judge Eleanor Ross of the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Georgia has been privately reprimanded after investigators confirmed she carried on a 2-year extramarital affair with Atlanta Police Deputy Chief Kelley Collier. Both are married to other people. Some of their encounters took place inside of her courthouse chambers during business hours and were allegedly loud enough for court staff to hear through the walls. Ross was appointed by President Obama in 2014 and is married to Georgia State Court Judge Brian Ross. The affair ran from 2023 through 2025 and created a conflict of interest risk since Collier's officers could potentially appear in her courtroom. Ross also made false statements during the investigation before admitting to the relationship. Despite findings of a gross lack of judgment, the Judicial Council of the 11th Circuit is only issued a private reprimand. Ross agreed to apologize to affected law clerks and step back from judicial leadership roles. She remains an active federal judge. Legal ethics experts say that the punishment was far too lenient for a sitting federal judge. Well, that's fancy given the president we have. But anyway, giving sitting federal judge who lied to investigators and conducted an affair inside a federal courthouse during work hours. Now, what lie are they talking about? See, what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna wait till after I share that with you. They are talking about this in which the justice moves to remove Atlanta federal judge from election case after it was revealed that she attended a Fannie Willis fundraiser. And sometimes when people find out that you have done something and is in a political standing and you are already catching heat from something, you don't then go and have an affair, carry on for 2 years, knowing that you are already being looked at, eyeballed, and they have their people out there scouting to look for trouble. Judge Eleanor Ross also admitted to a years-long affair that occurred in her chambers while she was supposed to be working. Report is that her staff overheard the acts of ongoing from the other side of her chamber doors. She lied to the Chief Justice who confronted her, according to the 11th Circuit Judicial Council. So, are you lying and people have to stand before you and raise their right hand to swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth is diabolical. It's diabolical in this case. And knowing that you were appointed under President Obama incites more hatred towards pretty much Black people's way, because you're a Black woman and you are a federal judge appointed by Obama, which means that he trusted your leadership and your successors to lead and follow the law to the code, which you didn't. And that's what I wanted to say. I don't want to bite my tongue about not saying it. I'm just going to say it. You're a Black judge and he is a Black police chief, and y'all are in the chamber screwing. And you don't even, and not respecting the fact that you are married. Imagine having to not only be reprimanded by your your colleagues as a judge, that you also have to go home and be reprimanded at home. You have to deal with the repercussions from your husband. He has to deal with the repercussions from his wife, because you two have been seeing each other 2 years, and y'all didn't care about who was caught in the crossfires. Y'all didn't care at all. It was just being selfish in the moment. And all we can say is, honey, I hope it was worth it. She's very successful. And I'm going to read you her bio. Eleanor Ross, she was born December the 8th, 1967. And she's a United States District Judge of the United States Court for the Northern District of Georgia and former judge of the DeKalb County State Court. Now, it states here that Ross received her Bachelor of Arts degree in 1989 from American University. She received her Juris Doctor in 1994 from the University of Houston Law Center. She began her legal career as an assistant DA in the Tarrant County, Texas from 1995 to 1996. She served as an assistant solicitor general in the office of the DeKalb County, Georgia Solicitor General from 1997 to 98. From 98 to 2002, she was a senior assistant DA in the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. From 2002 to 2005, she was an assistant United States attorney in the Northern District of Georgia from 2007 to 2011. She served also as an executive assistant DA in the Fulton County District Attorney's Office from 2011 to 2014. She served also as a judge now on the DeKalb County State Court is her position as of now, given that they are moving to get her removed from the position altogether. Now, in the case of Mr. Collier is very decorated. Deputy Chief Kelley Collier. Deputy Chief Collier is originally from St. Petersburg, Florida. He joined the Atlanta Police Department, APD, in 1998. Collier has a passion for analytics, computer technology, and efficient management strategies, and he applies these skills daily to achieve positive outcomes for the department. After graduating from the Atlanta Police Academy, Collier's first assignment was in Zone 5. His experience and his analytical approach to addressing crime resulted in him landing a position within the Crime Analysis Unit, CAU. As a crime analyst, while in the CAU, Collier embraced the intelligence-led policing philosophy and continued to develop his talents in finding solutions and addressing crime concerns throughout the city of Atlanta. In his role as a crime analyst, Collier worked to identify specific and immediate crime trends and deployed resources based on those patterns. In 2004, Collier was promoted to investigator and was assigned to the Special Victim Unit, where he investigated crimes of sexual and physical abuse against children. His work ethic, experience, and innovative approach to crime deterrence led to his promotion to the rank of sergeant. Collier was assigned as a patrol sergeant in 2007. During his tenure as a police patrol sergeant, Collier continued to focus his efforts on crime reductions by using effective resources and technology, which earned him the opportunity to supervise the Vice Unit. Now I'm going to go to the news and let you hear the reportings. and gather information so far on this case. And then I'm going to show you the video of somebody that did record them making those noises in her chambers.
A high-ranking Atlanta police official are at the center of explosive allegations.
It involves sexual encounters inside the judge's chambers during work hours. Tonight, Channel 2 investigative reporter Ashley Lincoln breaks down the judicial order. And Ashley, federal judges discovered this activity went on for years.
Yeah, according to this 20-page order from the chief judge over the 11th district. Now, the report does not name the judge, but for the last 2 days, I've been speaking with sources and going through public records to identify the accused after federal employees complained about hearing intimate noises through the walls.
These are serious allegations.
They're allegations of sexual encounters during work hours that a federal judge admitted to, according to this newly released judicial order. The report details an investigation launched after a complaint was filed against a federal judge last September.
I don't think judges are perfect. They're human beings, too.
Former federal prosecutor Doug Gilfillan says federal laws allow judges' identities to remain undisclosed in reports like these to protect the integrity of investigations.
However, the law requires an order like this one to be made public if there's an imposition of discipline.
The report claims the judge had sex on at least 5 occasions over a 2-year period inside her chambers with a high-ranking police officer. Employees interviewed during the investigation described multiple incidents where they allegedly heard people having sex through the walls. One court clerk testified to hearing what was described as unsettling noises, kissing, and music coming from the judge's chambers. Why should the everyday person care about these allegations?
The American legal system depends on honesty and truthfulness.
This investigative report did not identify the judge or the officer, but multiple sources confirmed to Channel 2 that federal judge Eleanor Ross and Atlanta Police Deputy Chief Kelley Collier were the 2 accused. In the complaint, the judge's employee said she attended a primary election victory party for a district attorney on May 21st, 2024. A source provided Channel 2 this photo showing Ross at that party. The order also says the judge presided over a hearing the following day. Channel 2 obtained federal court records showing Ross presided over a supervised release hearing on May 22nd, 2024. And regarding the officer, the chief judge wrote the officer has worked for the PD since 1998, later adding that the officer has held this role since 2025. Atlanta police records show Collier joined the department in 1998, and his LinkedIn profile reflected a promotion in 2025. That LinkedIn page has since been taken down. I reached out to Ross, but a representative responded with no comment. The chief judge has already issued Ross a private reprimand, and she agreed to write apology letters to her employees. She was also reprimanded for attending a political event, as federal judges are prohibited from participating in political activities. The chief judge said harsher discipline was not imposed because of the judge's exemplary service to the court, along with the fact the judge ended the relationship and accepted responsibility.
In some ways, this is a self-inflicted wound, and it just sows further distrust in the system by the public, and that's just not something that we need right now.
And Atlanta police provided a statement this afternoon saying it launched an investigation to determine if the person mentioned in the federal report is an Atlanta police officer. Now, we've attempted to reach out to Collier and have not heard back. Reporting live in the newsroom, Ashley Lincoln, Channel 2 Action News.
Now, I'm going to show you the video, but I'm going to say something first. Like, it is self-inflicted because y'all chose to do this. You took a chance, and I don't know how you thought by making loud noises and not containing yourself that you didn't think that people were going to hear you. And if you're already having issues having to deal with people saying that you shouldn't have been at the Fannie Willis party at that time, then they're already eye stalking you and ear stalking you as it is and watching your movements. And here you go, handing yourself over to them. So you have to be held accountable. It's like we could say that, well, look at who we voted for, but I mean, this is on you. You literally did this to yourselves, both of you. And y'all are in high respectable positions. And you didn't even think about this before you decided you're 2 years in, which means at this point you no longer cared because you felt like people were letting you get away with it. It was entertaining to them at first, but now It seems when it becomes political and when people are already witch hunting you, they're going to find things to expose you. And this is your exposure. And now you have to deal with this at work and at home. It's no escaping this. And so, yeah, they have to be held accountable. You just can't overlook a situation like this. It's embarrassing. You have two high ranking officials that are having an intimate moment with each other, and they are married to other people, and they're disrespecting their jobs as well as themselves just for a moment. That doesn't even, it's not important. It doesn't help the job. It doesn't help your marriage. And all I can say is, honey, I hope it was worth it, because I'm going to play this video of you being very loud in this room with this man. I don't know if it had been a while, but I'm going to let y'all look at it and judge for yourselves. I'm going to put on some music because, lady, she's intense. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was that. That was the judge now. You couldn't hear the man. If it wasn't for those videos in the hallway and maybe an eyewitness, he could literally get away with this, y'all. Because you can't hear him anywhere in this. You can't. You really can't. You can't hear him unless somebody has like longer footage time and he's making noises. But if it wasn't for video or witness footage just saying that it was them in that room, he could literally skate on this. Like, he could literally say, I wasn't in there. Y'all can't prove I was in there. But nevertheless, he was in there. They were getting busy on the court's time. And he was laying down the law. And she was swearing down the law. So, yeah. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, because this right here is a filibuster in itself. I'm completely flabbergasted, because I have never ever, I don't think I've ever like been an ear witness like this to a situation, especially at work. Of course, we all have moments where we knew that people were going places and doing things that they shouldn't be doing at work, but never been like an ear witness to like noises and stuff, you know. But yeah, this is wild. And it's embarrassing. Like I'm thinking to myself, man, if this was me, I would be so embarrassed. And I would not know what to do with myself, being that if it was me and I'm married on top of that, man, I probably wouldn't even be mad that I lost my job, because I would be away from the place where I embarrass myself. You know, she disrespected herself and her marriage as well as her job and the people at her job. He disrespected himself, his marriage, his job, and the people that he work around. They're both high-ranking officials, and it's like, oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. It's like, how do you navigate through something like that? And being that their spouses have to witness this, and God forbid if they've heard the video, my God, today. And her husband is a judge too. Oh man, I'm almost scared for her, because he knows the law, which means he gonna know exactly how to handle her. So yeah, get down below, guys. Let me know what you think about this video, because this is some wild stuff. I've never ever seen something like this before, girl. And then she don't even, sometimes you got to understand when people are after you, even though you at work and you get along with everybody, you got to treat everybody like they could flip on you at any minute, any moment, anything that could cause you to lose your job, especially if you're in a high ranking position. It is what it is. But yeah, get in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Have y'all ever been a witness to some stuff like this before? And if you have, please share and do detail. I would love to hear. But yeah, in the meantime, guys, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.